Hey friends, I hope you're staying warm wherever you are. It is snowy and cold here. We've been cooped up in the house for about 3 days now, and I feel like all I've been doing is cleaning the kitchen a million times. We've been cooking a lot and baking and making homemade hot chocolate and trying to make the best of our cozy time at home. But I decided I wanted to do something a little bit more fun, so I'm gonna do a winter home tour for you, and just show you some ways that we've cozied up the house after all the Christmas came down. After all the Christmas comes down, I like to do little changes like adding extra candles and blankets and lighting, even mirrors, and pops of green. Those small changes can really warm up your space and make it feel cozy enough to make it through the winter months ahead. Our house has a very collected feeling that I've achieved by shopping Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, and yard sales over the years, really looking here, there, and everywhere until you find the perfect pieces to create a cozy space. I have always loved to decorate, even since I was a little girl. It is a true passion of mine that I can pour into our house, and just create an environment that feels like a hug for my family and our friends, anyone who visits. And we're true homebodies over here. I am a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool our oldest. In one way that I keep things feeling fresh is by moving things around and thinking outside the box, shopping my own house. It really keeps it fun and feeling new to us. So I hope watching videos like this gives you ideas of things you can move around to freshen up your home and make you fall in love with it all over again. Here on the entry table, I brought in some pops of green that I was missing from Christmas using a book and a fake plant. You just need a little bit of green to make your house feel alive, especially after taking all your Christmas decorations down. And then bring in a couple extra lamps for that warm lighting. That helps so much because you miss the Christmas lights and the glow at nighttime. So just add in some extra lamps and it will really make your house feel so much brighter and lighter and get us through to spring. This is what we call our homeschool table. We have all of our homeschool supplies hidden away in here. But to decorate it, I added a topiary to bring in another pop of green. And I wanted to do just a little bit of Valentine's Day, just to be festive. So I found this rose print in this really pretty wooden bow frame at the Vendors Village where I have my booth. It was only $14, so I had to bring it home. Perfect for Valentine's Day. So I just hung it here and then put a swan planter underneath to bring in a little bit of that romantic feel. I also like to add in battery-operated candles after Christmas. They bring in just a really nice, cozy glow at nighttime. Another way to warm up your house from the winter blues is to add pops of color with artwork or prints. I really like to do that to bring in some extra color. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I love pretty and practical decorating. So this buffet is a pretty way to hide away all the mess of school. And it's very practical because we use it Monday through Friday. So we just love that. Love anything that is useful, but also kind of organized and looks pretty. This pretty chair and the pillow were both thrift finds. The pillow was only 99 cents, and I think I paid $7 for the chair. I just love the details on the wood part. It is so pretty. I kind of go for like a French or European style, I would say. I don't know exactly what you would call my style, but I love everything ornate. I love wood tones and metals. I don't know. You'll see. Okay, here is an example of how to think outside the box. In this frame, this is a pillow cover I found on Amazon. You can see the wrinkles where it was folded, but I don't care. It fits in the frame. I feel like it works. It looks like a watercolor print. So yeah, don't feel like you have to use things the way they're intended. Be creative, and sometimes it turns out. A moment for Miss Honey. She's getting so big. Okay, come on into the kitchen. This is where all the fun stuff happens. We spend almost all of our time here these days. But here on the island, fresh flowers is a must after Christmas, I think. It brings in some color, makes your house feel alive. So I've got them in this vase I found at a yard sale. And they are so pretty. They bring a little joy to my life. And then I just have a silver tray with my Christmas candle still out. But this little brass candle holder was from Hobby Lobby. I really liked the vintage feel of it, and it almost fits, so I just use it that way. And then I just have wick trimmer and a candle snuffer over here. Pretty and practical again. We have been drawing a lot, so here's some artwork that Cortland and I created a couple days ago. The boys always hang my artwork on the fridge with theirs. It's so cute. I've been trying something new lately. I've been hearing really good things about using Celtic or Celtic sea salt. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it, but I've been liking it, and it gives me an excuse to use this pretty dish and keep it close to the stove. So once again, another way to be pretty and practical while decorating. Use your pretty dishes for every day. You don't have to have a special occasion. anything to make dishes and cooking a little more fun, I say go for it. Over here I have flour, sugar, salt, and pepper, things I use a lot, and measuring spoons. And then another new thing I've been trying lately is a French press for coffee. I'm still getting the hang of it, but I do like it. It does taste very good, and I love the copper one I found on Amazon. So I'm trying to get to where I don't even need to use the Nespresso machine anymore. We'll see how that goes. Me and the boys have been baking like crazy lately. We've made our double chocolate chip cookies. We even added marshmallows this time. And the other cake stand has had crock pot bread. We love that. So much easier than sourdough, and it tastes so good. We've made 2 loaves and they are gone super fast. I'm really tempted to make another loaf, but I am trying to space it out a little bit. I used to share some recipes on here a few years back. If that is something you'd be interested in seeing, let me know. I did find a super yummy homemade hot chocolate recipe that used brown sugar and sea salt, so really recommend that. But you guys let me know if you're interested in that. If not, we'll keep it to home decorating. But TJ Maxx has the best hand soaps. They're in pretty containers and they're affordable. This one I got on clearance, and I think it was like $4, maybe less. So I always get hand soap from TJ Maxx. I'll let you in on another little secret in a way that I've thought outside the box. My paper towel holder is not a paper towel holder. It was actually a mug holder from the Pioneer Woman. It had a little rack where you would hang like coffee cups off of it. I just took that off and then rub and buff the bottom to make it look like it's brass, and it fits a paper towel roll perfectly. I've got my water and my drink dispenser here just in case our pipes froze up. But so far so good. I hope you still have power and water wherever you are. I always like to add blue and white dishes here and there. And then fruit is a must. The boys are always hungry, so I'm always telling them, get an apple, get a banana, get something. So got the fruit dish out. I added a little bit of color in this corner of the kitchen by bringing out a couple of my aprons. I love them, and it adds an extra cozy kitchen feel. Also added a brass utensil and another blue and white plate. This wood piece above the doors I found at Goodwill for $12. It's actually a bed rail, but I just knew when I saw it that it would be the perfect architectural addition above these doors to bring some charm and character. The chandelier was a Facebook Marketplace find, and the medallion was a thrift find. I think I paid less than $10 for it. I just love finding pieces like that that can really add some extra details to our house. And then on the mantle, I added another pop of green with this little fake tree. Kept it pretty simple after Christmas, but it just feels nice and fresh and clean. The chairs were super affordable. I think I got them at a yard sale for $10 each. And the church pew was another Facebook Marketplace find. I have loved having it over here at our table. It gives us like a cafe feel. I love it so much, and also some extra seating. And then another battery operated candle and this pretty glass vase to really bring us a little more of that cozy glow. And then I brought in my favorite color, blue, with this quilted pillow sham that I framed using an old mirror frame, and some of my blue and white dishes. This pretty bench was at Salvation Army. It was actually a headboard and a footboard, but I brought it home and asked my husband to build a bench out of it, and he made my dreams come true. And then I believe this was a yard sale find. Haven't really had time to go thrifting very much lately. Plus the prices are just so crazy, I don't even miss it that much. But I did run in a couple weeks ago and found this alabaster lamp. It's so cute, and it's smaller than the other ones I've found. So I added it here to bring us a little extra light to the living room. And then I just have some blue and white dishes and dried flowers with a lot of books, because you can't really get much more cozy than books in the wintertime. I kept the mantle decoration super simple over here as well. Just wanted a fresh, clean slate. On the coffee table, I layered a basket tray with this really pretty mirrored tray with the silver accents on it, and then some decorating books with a candle. I got that really big, I don't know if it's like a champagne bucket or a vase or whatever, but it is super heavy. Pretty sure it's crystal. I got it at Goodwill in St. Augustine when we went over the summer, and I've been using it to hold a candle. And then I just added a little more brass and little pops of green. Over here, I used these swans as bookends. They're not bookends at all. One is a planter. I think the other one is a doorstop because it's super heavy too, but now they're bookends. And they don't match perfectly, but I think it's fine. And it works. It holds the books up. So think outside the box. This corner has stayed the exact same for several years now. I just love it, and there's no reason to change it. So we just have the record player with a glass cabinet full of vintage books. My great-grandfather's blanket well, I'm using it as a blanket ladder, but that old wood ladder that I love so much. And yeah, it's just a cute little corner. We use the radio all the time while we're doing school, and I just like to have worship music playing throughout the house. This rocking chair is really big and doesn't really go here, but it has become a launching pad in the boys' room. So I just got it out of there and stuck it here for now, and it's actually been kind of cozy. The boys have been laying in it together watching movies, and Honey loves it too, so we may leave it there for a little bit. Here's a little yard sale mirror and Facebook Marketplace cabinet that I have filled with books again. I wanted our living room to feel like an antique library for the longest time. I'm thinking about moving this cabinet to that historic house that I'm decorating and then finding something new to put here, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So as for now, it's here. I added some more dried flowers and a little bust and kind of kept it more simple than I usually do. All right, we're back where we started, which means that's it for my winter home tour. I hope you liked it and got some ideas. Let me know what you want to see from me, and I'm going to try to make some more videos to come. When it warms up, we'll be going back to the historic house, so if you are interested in that, be sure to stick around. I can't wait to get back out there and start on the living room. But until then, let me know what you'd like to see, whether that be recipes or thrifting or maybe a tour of the bedroom or bathroom. But for now, we are going to have some more hot chocolate. I stored it in the refrigerator in a mason jar last night and just reheated it on the stove, and it tastes so good. The boys have been sledding, so they are ready to warm up and get cozy. And I just want to thank you for being here and for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.